auspicious occasion for philosophical reflection on our constitutional tradition and on the possibility of redefining our political and civil identity. We look forward to the submissions, and I want to start by offering the floor to Haile Mikhail Kudjo for his brief remarks.
Greetings, everyone. Ixabir Yistilin. May God give you good health. Students of the Faculty of Law, University of the West Indies, Mona, I ask you to join me in applauding your lecturer, Ms. Tracy Robinson, for having the wisdom and courage to arrange this conversation between us on the proposed Constitution of Republic Jamaica I wrote with assistance from others whom I credited, some of whom shall remain anonymous. Ms. Robinson, you are, as you prepare your students to represent the rights of citizens, it is fitting to allow them to participate in this event to help to write the future supreme law of our country. I now encourage them that upon graduation, they seek employment on the bench rather than at the bar, as that is where their service is to be most needed in our republic. Thanks again, Ms. Robinson. Students, this proposed constitution is a revolution in that it is geared to turn around the system of governance we have had since Christopher Columbus arrived here. Its aim is to create a new and glorious history for Jamaica by increasing the self-esteem, dignity, and integrity of citizens. This is in fulfillment of Right Excellent Marcus Messiah Garvey's statement, "We have a glorious history and will create one in the future that will astonish the world." Therefore, a new way of thinking, a mentally emancipated way of thinking is needed when dealing with this document. Monday, October 16, 2023 is the date I have set for its implementation after it is signed by our members of parliament, Maroon leaders, and the Taino chief, all 70 of whom have received a copy of the December 12, 2022 revision. I told both groups that I am available to discuss it with them whenever they need me to do so. Some critics have asked me, who gave you the authority to write this Constitution? I tell them, Almighty God. Some do not accept this, but it is He, our eternal Father, who has prepared me for the task and continues to facilitate me in every way to ensure it is written, because our country, Jamaica, land we love, needs it. I obtained my legal education from my life's experiences that include reading, among other documents, the Holy Bible, the writings of Marcus Garvey and Emperor Haile Selassie I, the United Nations Charter, the constitutions of Jamaica, the United States of America, the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, and the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, current events in newspapers, legally based novels and biographies, watching movies and television shows based on law, plus listening to our music of the 1970s that contain commentary on the ills of our society and suggestions to correct them. Sadly, while I was a teenager, I played the music so loud through the headphones that I now sometimes have difficulty hearing. I beg you, please save your hearing by keeping the volume low, especially when using headphones. I therefore am one of whom Daddy Marcus spoke when he said, many a man was educated outside the schoolroom. This is part of the legacy I inherited from my parents, neither of whom attended secondary school. They were self-motivated to seek knowledge that led them to become managers in the Jamaica Telephone Company in St. Anne's Bay during the late 1970s through to the early 1990s. They also taught me justice, summed up in acting out this saying, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Note carefully the following quote. No one will fail to appreciate that law is the greatest benefit to man. It is through the equity of law that honor and advantage arise. It is through the deficiency of law that damage and distress result. It is through failure to set up law that injury and insult grow. While God, being above all creatures, would not find it difficult to issue orders by his word alone, yet his instituting law is because he knew that law should be the supreme ruler of the whole world. That quote is the assessment of law made by Emperor Haile Selassie I in his autobiography as he spoke of the 1931 constitution he gave to Ethiopia, it being the first written one for that creation-old country. The emperor also helped to write the United Nations Charter and that of the Organization of African Unity. Indeed, on his 1966 royal visit to Jamaica, this university awarded him an honorary degree of Doctor of Laws. It is one of many honors he received that afforded him the Guinness Book of World Records title, Most Bemedaled Man in History. Yet, I have been criticized for using his 1955 revised Constitution of Ethiopia as a model for the one I wrote, which, as far as I know, is the only one in existence that is crafted by us, specifically for us, that rids us of the British monarchy. I also sent it to many government ministries and agencies, over 70 lawyers and law firms, the Jamaica Council of Churches, many media houses and journalists, 3 political parties, 17 trade unions, 10 civil society and human rights organizations, 3 Rastafarian groups, the security forces, and over 700 Jamaican citizens and counting at home and abroad. And I am not done yet. Students, you have a copy, and I am now ready to face your critical assessment as we work at developing the perfect document to govern our country, Jamaica, land we love, in justice and truth, under our eternal Father, Almighty God, our Creator, to whom be glory, honor, and majesty. Let's get it on. Ah, yeah. Let's get it on. I thank you.
I hand over now to the commissioners.
Morning, everybody. Okay, you see why constitutional law is so exciting. I tell my students every day, you're studying a subject and the entire Jamaica, the entire Caribbean and world is actually your classroom. Here you're getting an opportunity to participate in critical analysis of a serious attempt at constitution making by a citizen. That's what you call participatory democracy in action, the discursive engagement that Professor Simeon McIntosh spoke of in that quote that Professor Robinson showed on screen. Just want to say congratulations to her for organizing this extraordinary event, which is going to be a huge teaching and learning exercise for all of us who are here. Congratulations, sir, for your obvious work and thought that you have put into this process. And even before any of you students open your mouth, I just want to say congratulations to you for having stepped up to do this. I know you have exam coming up, I know you have assignments, and the easy thing to do, the safe thing to do would have been to say, boy, may I stay in my room and beat my book here. But growth never came from playing it safe. Growth never came from playing it easy. And I hope in the work you've done so far, as well as in the respectful interactions that we're going to be having over the next 2 hours, that you will feel the benefit of your bravery, because I know we all will. So just to finally remind you, stay to time, be respectful, and breathe, all right? Or you can do this, all right?